Hey guys, welcome back to the Bingkai Suara podcast with me, Roy. And in today's episode, we've got a really special guest with us. Her newest single, Covent Gardens, just got released like a little bit like 2 weeks ago. And if you guys haven't listened to it, I think you should check it out because before listening to today's episode, because it's really amazing and it's really romantic. So yeah, please do check it out. And now I'm here today with the amazing singer-songwriter of Covent Garden herself. Please welcome, give it up for Pami. Hey, hello,
Hello.
what's
Hi,
up?
Roy.
Hello,
I'm
Pami.
fine.
How is
Nice
it
to see
going?
you. I'm doing great in my own room.
Are you in Thailand right now?
Yes, I'm in Thailand right now. I
Oh,
now
great.
live in Thailand.
Great. All right. First of all, I'd like to say big congratulations on the release of Covent Gardens. As I said earlier, it's so romantic and it's so amazing. It's just so incredible. The perfect song of the year, I would say. It's just so brilliantly written as well. So yeah, congratulations for Covent Garden.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to me.
And I'm so excited to talk about it with you today. And yeah, there are a lot of people who may or not, like have not may have not listened to it, to the Covent Garden yet. Can you tell us a little bit what Covent Garden is about and the story behind it?
So, Covent Garden is a place in London, right? It's
Yeah.
a place that people like to go shopping and strolling, walking around. But the reason that I have to write about Covent Garden is actually not the main part is not the place, but it's about the people that I met at Covent Garden,
Yeah.
the person that I met. And it's simple as a love story. It's a love story. It's like a perfect date night that I get to meet this guy, which I've known him for like many years, but we haven't meet each other uh, in person yet. So somehow we meet each other in Covent Garden. And the story is we just like talking and walking around Covent Garden. We had like wine. Yeah, we drank, get drunk, and then we just like stumble all over the place. It was a really funny and also unforgettable night. So it just really inspired me to write songs about it because somehow when I came back to Thailand, I just can't forget about the feelings when I was in Covent Garden. So I wrote the songs about Covent Garden when I came back. Yeah.
That's incredible. I mean, you're perfectly correct. I mean, when I was in Covent Garden, I think like a half year ago, I think it was really great. The people I met were really nice, and yeah, the atmosphere very nice. And also, I spotted in your music video about the background. I think I was there. I mean, like a couple months ago, I was there. A few months ago, I was there, and then I
You
got
was
spotted.
in
Oh my
Covent Garden.
yeah, I was in Covent Garden. Like, oh my god, that is so spot on. That feels so authentic. I saw a super drug store in the background. I love it so much,
Yeah.
and and yeah, it just so feels incredible and incredibly authentic to Covent Garden to London. Was it filmed in the real Covent Garden in the West End in London, or was it filmed somewhere else in the UK? Can you tell us about a little bit about the filming process and how you captured the essence of the location about of your song?
Yes, it's actually filmed in Covent Garden.
Oh
Like
my
the first
god.
thing, because after I wrote this song, that I cannot think of like shooting this place anywhere else except Covent Garden. So I went back to London with my best friend, just me and my best friend.
Yeah.
And then because my best friend, she is a director of this music video. And then somehow we just like, okay, we have to film in Covent Garden. But the funniest thing is, I forgot that it was almost summertime in London. So the sunset was around like 10 p.m.
Yeah.
and 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 I told her that I we needed to shoot it in nighttime. And the most funniest things is the last train was 11 p.m. So we
Yeah.
have 1 hour to. And then I just like, oh my God, what should we do? And I have this friends of mine that I met in music class to ask him to be the guy. I was like, could you be the guy? And then he's like, okay, of course, why not? And then we were just like, we have 2 days to shoot Covent Gardens and 2 hours. We
Oh god.
managed in Covent Garden. We was like before the shooting day, me and my friends, we went to Covent Garden before, and then we kind of like having like a location scout
Yeah.
that we have to see that which place is like in Covent Garden is giving that aesthetic feelings, but somehow
Yeah.
it's all aesthetic. And so it was fun shooting in Covent Garden. She was like, "You guys just walk. I'll just grab the camera and we can just shoot it." And I was like, "Okay, let's do it." It was fun. It was really fun. Somehow it's not raining, which is really sad
Yeah.
because I thought London's always rain, isn't it?
It always rains all, all year long. It's always rains.
Yeah, it's always rain. But somehow in that week, it's just not. It's not raining. I don't know why. So it's all right. It's all right. At least I didn't get like wet from the rain. But yeah, the everything was coming out really great. And my friend, she did like the production part, and she also did the animation,
Yeah.
which she said she draw like 3,000 frame of animation, and I would like,
Oh
oh
god.
my God, but you did a really hard work. I was really, really thankful, really grateful. And I have lots of like friends helping me there when I was in like Covent Garden for the shooting. We have like two friends. One was doing the was kind of like a timer, telling time, and the other
Yeah.
one, she said she was a security guard, which that was so nice. That was so cute. She was like, trying to look out for you guys. And I'm like, okay, thank you.
That's really amazing. I mean, yeah, I mean, filming in Covent Garden, especially in the summer, I mean, there must be a lot of people over there during the shooting,
Yeah,
right?
a lot, and so many like people because everyone's loved summer,
Yeah.
and it's just a perfect night. The weather was so nice. It was so nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Perfect. But how would you describe Covent Garden in 3 words?
I would say wine. Because every time I went to
Okay.
Covent Garden,
Right on the bed.
yeah, wine and um love. For me, for
Mhm.
me, it's love, and I would say magic, a magic. Because whenever I was in Covent Garden, I always saw like a show for like people
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
out and have like a show, a small gig, and then there's lots of magician there, and I get to watch free
Yeah,
magic. I
of course. Yeah, yeah.
That's really nice. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah,
it was a
and
magic.
it's really great being in Covent Garden in the West. And I mean, the last time I was there, it was like I got to watch this small gig of a woman performing what is it called? The song by I think it was I Want It That Way. I love that song and watching people just
Oh,
like a gathering around someone who sang that song. It just so perfectly captured the like the magical place of London, and it's so great. I
yeah,
mean, yeah,
yeah.
it's really great.
Right. It's like it's fun to have
So
everyone.
yeah, it really is, yeah. So when writing songs like Covent Garden and your previous songs like Gut Feelings and among other songs, what becomes your main priority? Do you focus more on expressing yourself, your own feelings, or do you usually put some sort of secret messages behind the song that you wrote?
Oh, um, the gut feeling. That's one of my favorite songs too. Gut feeling and Covent Garden. I would say it's actually depend on how I feel, but mostly the songs that came out, it's from my
Yeah,
own experience and how I actually feels towards the songs. I I have to have like an inspiration to write each songs, but
yeah,
the first things that came into my mind when I write, you know, gut feeling. At first, I had the melody, but somehow I just don't. I didn't like the lyrics at first, so I rewrite it that day at the recording day. I rewrite it. So it was actually based on
Oh
how
my
I
God,
feel
really?
that. Yeah. I rewrote it. I was like, I told like my other producer, I was like, oh my God, I don't really like the lyrics. What should I do about it? And he was like, rewrite it. And I'm like, okay, let's do that. So I just rewrote that thing and we recorded after we finished it. And he helped me with some kind of like
Yeah.
words and sentences, which is really nice, like silver lining and everything. And Covent Garden was actually just storytelling, just a journal. It's a journal. Like I
Yeah.
wrote all the feelings based on what I experience and what I feel. Yeah, I would say that. But somehow there's someone that told me that they feels like the songs that I write, giving that I'm kind of like an it's actually my sister. She said I'm a tsundere, which is mean that I'm telling something that I feel in the other way. Do you know the word tsundere, right? I don't
Ah,
know.
yeah.
It's like yeah, I'm kind of like that person. Like I wrote songs like that, but actually somehow I feel the other way. I don't know too, but I would say that some of the songs it's actually based on my own feeling, but I just don't want to admit that I really experienced,
Yeah.
like I'm kind of like that girl that feels like, okay, I think I like you. I fall in love with you, but like in real life, I would be like, okay, I'm gonna be cold towards you right now. I could say I love you in so many sentences, so many words,
Yeah.
but in real life, I'll be like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's giving that feeling. She said, yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, your songs came out really, really great. And it feels really incredibly emotional, all of your songs. And it's so great. And yeah, you've been focusing lately on writing and releasing new songs in English. How does working on English songs differ than from working on songs in Thai? How is it different?
I would say that, like to be honest, I've tried writing Thai song before, never
Yeah.
been released because because it's just for me, like when I write Thai song, it's just really hard because we have the, Thai words or when you pronounce in Thai, it's have to be like a correct and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know how to say it, but Thai grammar is really hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And somehow it didn't work with me. But I always write songs in English. So but I didn't get to release it because I was like working as like, a Thai pop artist before.
Yeah.
So this is actually the first time that I get to like release songs that I wrote. So I was really happy, but I wouldn't say that English was easy to write. It's actually also really hard too because the simple of the language also makes it hard to make you write the songs that also, when you like metaphoring and like convey the
Yeah.
listener that like gives more depth to the section. Somehow
Yeah.
thinking things in my mind, like interesting, like so many things in my mind just like popped up. Yeah, so that was the idea. Every time I'm writing English songs, I just really enjoy writing it. Like you get to like jumping around with the words and everything. It's a really nice language. And also I just hope that when I write songs in English, it's reach more, like understand more. I would say the
Yeah.
largest language that people would hear, say, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, speaking of you being a Thai pop before, and I have to ask you this. In 2019, you collaborated with Tilly Bird, on the song AP Nong Te. I think if it's pronounced
You
wrong, I'm
know,
sorry. Yeah, but you collaborated with them. Thank you. How was that experience? And would you be open to collaborating with them again in the future?
Oh, I'd love to. I've known Tilibirds when I was like in university,
Yeah.
like before they were like with like signed with the company.
Yeah.
I've known them since they are my senior, and they're a really nice person. Like Billy and P Third and P Milo, they were
Yeah.
so nice. And then the things that we happened to like collaborate with each other was um Third just like came to
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
and asked me, oh, do you want it to do a cover like together? And I was like, oh yeah, why not? And we just meet each other. I went to Billy's house and then we were like recording, and then I was like, oh my God, you guys are genius. How could you come up with that? And we just shoot the video at the
Yeah.
place, at the department store. it's just it's just so random. But it
Yeah.
was so fun. And somehow because of that, like Covent Garden, like right now, Billy, he is my producer
Oh,
for Covent
really?
Garden.
That's so great.
Yeah, he's my like I was so happy. He was the first person that I came, I went to him and then I just asked, okay, I have this idea about like making songs. Like, can you help me with the music?
Yeah.
Because, my music production might not be like as good as like him and everything. So I was like, okay, I needed you to help me. And he was like, oh yeah, let's do it. Why not? I was so grateful that I had him. He was my first producer. He was I would say, my teacher, and he also helped me go through with lots of things. I just so I look up to him a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As you just said, you were saying earlier, something came up to me. I just came across to me on my Netflix recommendation. Your series, The Stranded, that you started in 2019. Uh, I really love it so much, especially that part when you outed when your character Jan outed Pert's character your brother, Pimateo's character Jack, most about acting. Yeah, what do you love most about acting? And tell us about your experience shooting The Stranded for a bit, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course. The Stranded was like one of the best experience in my life. And because that's the first time I get to shoot with Netflix.
Yeah,
And somehow it's just another level, I would say. And my character, Jan, uh, uh, she is a twin, right?
yeah,
And the funny thing is I also have a twin brother. So I related to that character so much. Yeah.
yeah,
So that part when Jan was like burst out and like, okay, I'm going to, punch this Perth
yeah,
character good. I have to, do something with him because, I actually feel that my twin brother is dead. Somehow it's giving me that feeling. The acting was fun. And the funny thing is because we have to prepare the emotion for that scenes. So
yeah,
my head was gonna explode. Like I got lots of like headache. And I asked my own brother to write me a letter telling me anything like in his life to help me go through that emotion. He wrote me like a farewell letter. I was like, what is this?
oh my god.
He wrote me a farewell letter. Like he said he was like, after I'm leaving this earth, I would hope that you will keep taking care of yourself. I was like, what in the world? I just ask you to write me something that you feel towards me. You writing me a farewell letter. It was so funny. Like being an actress in that time was also kind of like a new experience because I get
Yeah,
to be someone. I get to be someone that
yeah,
I'm not. And you get to explore so many people like character, and somehow being an actress helped me become someone who's more like empathy. Like I think
Yeah.
it helps me get to understand people more, whether they are good or bad, because usually my character is always the bad one. So I get to like learn the bad people side and trying to be more empathy,
Yeah.
like understanding. So acting does help me a lot, like whether it's on stage too, like when I was on stage and singing and everything, acting does help me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you are so phenomenal as Jan. I'd love to see you come back as a bad guy again, maybe in the future,
Oh
because
no,
you are so phenomenal
that's
playing
my
a
face
character,
too. I look
especially
like a
playing
bad
Jan.
girl.
You are the diva of the series. No,
Oh
you don't
God.
look like a bad girl, and I'm sure you're not a bad girl at all because you're really great. And seeing you today it makes me really excited because I rewatched The Stranded earlier, a couple hours earlier before I do this interview with you, just to see. Oh my God, that's who I'm going to be interviewing later, and I'm so excited to talk to you right now about it. And it's so great. It's just such an honor to talk to you right now.
Oh, thank you so much.
But any plans though for a comeback to the film industry in the future?
You mean the film industry? Um,
Yeah.
I'm I have no plan right now. It's just focusing on making music like lately. But I would love to get to act in my own music video. Yeah. I would want it to
Yeah,
do
that would
that.
be incredible.
Yeah, but I'm not closing my opportunity though. If there's any opportunity, I would love to grab the opportunity. But somehow like in this year and in the next, I would love to focus on my own music career and also my album in the future.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really great. Do you have any dream collaborations though in the future that you might want to do, or you know like you dream to do about collaboration in the future?
Oh, I'd love to. I'd love to have like collaboration. But first of all, the first person that I wanted to do the collaboration with is James, James Allen.
Oh my
Like,
God, James Allen from. Oh my God, yeah.
yeah, I would love to do collaboration with him because his voice just like angel, like angel
Mm,
voice. Like
I
he,
know, yeah.
yeah, it's just, yeah, I would love to. I would love to.
I mean, you can work together with James with P James. I think it would be incredible and it would be phenomenal.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah,
I would. I
and he
was
just
asking like right now.
yeah, and he just released. I think he just released a new song. I think a couple days ago. I
Yes,
think it's really great together or something. I think if I'm not mistaken, and it's really
just
great.
released two days ago. 2 days ago. It's
Yeah, a
yeah,
couple days
together.
ago.
Yeah, it's like really, really nice. The song is just my taste. I was like listening to it and I'm going to sing it.
Yes. And this is the last questions for you. What are your hopes and dreams for the future, you know, like both personally and professionally?
For me personally, I just hope that I'm healthy and both mentally and physically.
Yeah.
And I just hope that I would enjoy my everyday, no matter if it's um an exciting day or a boring day. And professionally, I just um hope that I will keep being this passionate girl in music as long as I've lived. I would say that.
Perfect. I mean, yeah, being passionate about what you are you know, like what you are working on and then being happy in your life is as just two of the most uh important things that we have to do and that we have to, you know, we have to have in our lives, you know. And yeah.
Thank you so much.
So
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
that was the NFL talk. It's been like such a joyful time talking to you for the past half hour. So yeah, thank you so much for your time. I hope we can talk again in the, you know, like I hope we can talk to each other again in the future. And again, congratulations on the release of your song Covent Garden. And I hope we can get more of your songs as soon as possible. We need more. We need more song, P. We need more song. So
Working
yeah,
on it right now.
yes. I can't wait for that. I'm
Thank you,
looking forward to that. Yeah, so yeah, to everyone, stream Covent Garden now because it's really good. It's really romantic. It's gonna make you feel like you're in London, in Covent Garden, in the West End, and and you'll imagine being in love in London, and it's so amazing and fantastic. And also, yeah, as always, our podcast is just one click away. All right, so thank you so much for joining us today. I really, really appreciate it. Best of luck for everything, and hope to talk to you again very, very soon. And with that being said, it's our time to go. I'll see you later for our next episode, guys. Take care, you all, and thank you. ขอบคุณครับนะพักขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ
พี่ปามีขอบคุณครับบ๊ายบายนะครับ thank you
Bye-bye. Thank you so much, Roy. It was really
thank you
fun.
Fee